You're watching Celtic Fans TV here from Pittodrie. Please don't forget to subscribe below and donate to the Celtic Park Sleep Out Just Giving page. Thank you. An emphatic win today, mate. What do you think of that performance?
I thought it was magnificent start to finish. Very accomplished performance. Dominated the ball. Final third, real penetration. It was a joy to watch.
Performance was superb. I mean, from start to finish, he come away for a European result against a team like Lazio is just amazing. And I mean, at the beginning of the season, people were questioning Neil Lennon. I mean, when you look at Neil Lennon, he's got so much European pedigree. He's beat Barcelona at home, and he was unlucky to beat them away. And the way he's taken us forward, I think his football was superb. And you just can't say enough about the performance today. I couldn't take any negatives whatsoever away from the game today.
I thought we were excellent. I know obviously the second half we were never any no goals, but I thought we were great in the first half. Some really good bits of football. What European hangover?
We've seen some great Celtic goals up at Pittodrie, haven't we? But where do you rank Edouard's opener?
I think it was up there. I think the level of composure he showed in the final third was incredible. I just think he's getting better. I mean, I think under Rodgers he was excellent. I just think that this year he's just went to a completely different level.
I really enjoyed Edouard's opener. It was one of the best. I also really enjoyed the third goal as well. I thought that was a really good, really close passes. And one of the things I noticed about today was you couldn't predict the pass. There was so many players moving about. It was quite often you can predict the pass, but not today. It was 3 or 4 options at all times, which was great to see.
I thought it was terrific. It was just some really good team goals, you know, and I thought it was well up there anyway. The Rogic goal a couple of years ago was a cracker. It gave me one up here in November, but you know, well up there. And again, big game player coming in and doing the job once more for us.
I thought the third goal as well. There were so many passes in the build up to the third goal. I thought it was terrific.
Again, you know, good passing play, everybody involved, great movement, and just another really good goal that they're obviously working on in training.
Brilliant. But I mean, me and the wee man have come up here 3 times now and we've never been beat once, so it's just been a lucky. I just thought the whole performance, I mean, to come up here with your son as well and to score 4 goals and to be sitting in the first half as well with no sweating what's going to happen in the second half, it was just brilliant.
Seen a third start for Jeremie Frimpong today. Everybody said before the game it was his biggest test yet, but I thought he looked brilliant again today.
And I think he passed it with flying colours. I thought his energy levels were incredible. Always doubling up, almost playing like a Fox fullback. That's how he plays. Wants to get forward, great drive, great energy. And obviously the goal at the end was brilliant as well, you know.
And sometimes with players like that you see them struggling at away games, don't you? He played fantastic at home 2 weeks ago. Couldn't play him during the week. But yeah, he was outstanding today. Just again, his energy levels are fantastic, quick feet as well.
That's important for us as well, after a European game, to have that energy back in the team, isn't it?
Indeed, and he was coming in quite a lot as well. He wasn't predictable, he wasn't always going outside, he was often coming inside. And I thought, in fact, the whole lot of the midfield, they were all overlapping each other and cutting inside, and you just didn't know where the next pass was coming from. It was great to see.
Probably my man of the match. Thought he was outstanding. He just, you know, just doesn't seem phased at all. He's only 18. He is, and he just came into the side and just, you know, it's just a breath of fresh air, and just the energy he gives to that team's exceptional.
I've heard a lot about Tom Rogic and his place in the squad in the past week or two. How do you think he done today?
It's great to see the big man back. I thought he was excellent. You know, again, lots of mobility, breaking lines in the final third, always wanting on it, showing real creativity. He's a Celtic player. And he's a number 10, and I think that Christie's a big miss, massive miss, but I think seeing the big man today back in, it's great to see him back. I think the rest of the troops will agree with that as well, you know.
Do you think, where do you see his place in the squad, and do you think that's Christie's jersey to lose?
I think it's competitive, and I think to be fair, under Lenny, that's the way that he wants it. I think that, you know, you've got to be performing. I think the Livingston game a couple of weeks ago, we kind of let ourselves down, but in terms of how we bounced back, it's been absolutely incredible. And I think again today, the fact that, you know, Thursday night was brilliant. You know, Christie came in excellent. Probably Tom Rogic's a different number 10 for me in terms of the creativity he shows. Always plays on the half turn, always looking for that penetrating pass, and just brings something completely different.
Yeah, I was really pleased with Rogic today. Yeah, I think for a long period of time he struggled a little bit with injury, and has he been fit? But a fit Rogic's always one of your best players. I mean, he was fantastic last year, so really enjoyed watching him today, and I thought he was good. And hopefully he can get a wee run now without injury, and we'll see the best of him.
Yeah. Competition in that place, do you think that jersey's Christie's just now, or do you think Rogic can push him?
I think it has to be Christie's just now, doesn't it? He was really good for us last year prior to his injury, and again he's been the standout player this year, and that was all the talking about the road today, wasn't it? How much we're going to miss Christie, but we didn't miss him at all, which I was really surprised. But it's just great to have those 2 players in that position. I think we're all watching him again just now, aren't we, down south, and saying, you know, why didn't we sign him, and should we have signed him, and probably still some of us still wish we had. But if we had signed him, we wouldn't be seeing Christie and Rogic quite so much, and that's the reason why we didn't sign him, because these guys are so good, you know.
He did okay. I mean, it's probably one of the first times he's not scored against Aberdeen, but I'd imagine when Ryan Christie's back from his suspension, he'll go back in the midfield for Brown, McGregor, Christie.
You touched on Christie there as his jersey to lose just now. Do you think Rogic can push him, and do you think he can get back into the squad more regularly?
I would like to think so, but Ryan just gives you, he's been outstanding this season, and obviously at Livingston there was a sending off, but you make your mistake, and hopefully learn from that. He's given his goals, he's a good outlet, he's just exceptional.
I think his performance was alright, but I don't think you could put Christie out for Tom Rogic now, because Christie's far more consistent. Tom Rogic is great, but you've got to get to Christie because he's far more consistent now, I think.
Who's your man of the match today, mate?
It was hard, but I think just for the fact that the performance and came into such a hostile environment, I'd probably say Frimpong for me.
I suppose it would be tough to be the right back, wouldn't it? He was absolutely brilliant, involved in a couple of the goals. Seen him at the end as well. He just seems to be really enjoying himself. So I'm hoping we can keep him and see a lot more of him as well.
Jeremie Frimpong.
Frimpong.